Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, The Messy Cook 1970. I'm Chris, and today I want to do two recipes actually using the almond milk that I posted yesterday. These two recipes are for chia seed pudding, one regular, which I did do a very short video on previously when I first started my channel. And this is going to be a little bit more in depth. So I'm going to do one regular, just a vanilla with some fruit, and the other one is going to be a chocolate chia pudding. A lot of people that have diverticulitis can't eat chia seeds as it is not good for them, get stuck in certain parts of the bowel. I know we shouldn't be talking about the bowel, but it's the truth. And I am going to show you a way that you can still get the fiber if you have diverticulitis. By blending this after it's bloomed and making it into a smooth chocolate pudding. So what we're going to do is our almond milk, like I said yesterday, settles. So I'm going to give it a really good shake here. And I'm going to do 2 cups for the chocolate. 2 servings for the chocolate. As my husband doesn't love this, but I might get him to try it this time for chocolate, so he'll probably enjoy that. So I'm going to do 1 cup of milk. 1 serving is a half a cup of almond milk. Now I sweetened this yesterday, so if you do have plain almond milk maybe that you've purchased or you've made it and you didn't want to add the sweetener to it, this is where you're going to add some sweetener and some vanilla. Normally I would add in, so here we go, about half a cup here. So normally we would add in about just a couple of dates. Or you can add in, for this here, for 2 servings, I would add in approximately 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and for 1 serving I would add in 1. So I've already got the dates I used to sweeten yesterday, so this is plenty sweet. There's a vanilla in there as well. You can put a teaspoon of vanilla in the large and a half a teaspoon in the small. So we're going to add in, for these, for every half a cup, you want 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. So we're going to do 4 tablespoons of chia seeds in the one we're going to do the chocolate. And we're going to do 2 tablespoons in the one that we're just going to do plain. So I'm going to give these a really good stir. And these are going to be left to set to bloom, this one here, for 15 minutes. So we're just going to leave that to stir. Hope you can see that all right. And then this one here, we're going to add some cocoa powder in. So because we want chocolate, and like I said, it's sweetened already, we're going to put 2 tablespoons in. So 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder for 1 full cup of the pudding, or the milk, I should say. So we're going to give that a good stir. Okay, I'm going to stir that in. It doesn't look super chocolatey, but once we're going to blend this afterwards, you're going to see the chocolate come out, and you're really going to enjoy that. So we're going to leave this for 15 minutes for them to bloom. Pop up and become a little bit gelatinous, and we're going to go from there and continue with our chia seed puddings. Hi, so 15 minutes have passed and we've let the chia bloom. So we're going to make the vanilla one first. So what I'm going to do is pour this in our jar. You can use any jar you like. It does need a little bit more blooming, but that will happen overnight. This one I'm just going to do simple. I'm going to do some raspberries, some blackberries, and and blueberries, I should say. So we're just going to set those on the top. Put them in. If they sink a little, that's all right. And I do want to put a little bit of just some flaked coconut on there. This is a dried flaked coconut, which you can mix in a little bit if you like. Put that on the top. And I'm going to put a few slivered almonds on the top as well, so you can see how pretty that is. Now this can be frozen. It can be left in the fridge overnight. These will last approximately 4 days. So I usually make 2 or 3 at a time to enjoy for breakfast. You can have them for a dessert at nighttime if you want a little sweet something without being too indulgent, I should say. Can't talk today. So we're just going to close these up and put them in the fridge. Okay, next up I want to show you how we make chocolate chia pudding, a smooth version for those people that can't have chia seeds or don't really like the texture of it. So this is a good family-friendly treat. You can send your kids to school with this if you like. So what I've done is we've bloomed that. I put a few chocolate chips in there, some Lily's chocolate chips, which I usually get online on Amazon. I can put the link in the description for you, so if you're interested in getting those. So we're just going to put all this in I use my Vitamix. If you don't have a Vitamix, a high-powered blender or a food processor would work really well too. So we're going to put that aside. I'm going to be a little extra healthy and throw in a half an avocado I have in the fridge because I don't want to waste that. This will just add some good fats. And I don't think we really need any more sweetness, but we can test that at the end. Like I said, we sweetened the almond milk yesterday when I made it with some dates, and that should be plenty. So we're going to turn this on. We're going to go from low speed at 1 up to high speed for just 10 or maybe 30 seconds, just to make sure that we get a nice smooth texture for this. Okay, so I blended for about 30 seconds, and this is actually quite thick here. So I think I'm going to add just a little bit more almond milk in. I did give that a shake, so put a little, just, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a cup or a couple of tablespoons. And we'll turn this back on and again move up and see if that brings it out. So that's still pretty thick, but I think that's going to be fine. If you find when you eat it that it's just too thick, just add a little bit of milk and stir it in when you're ready to have it. So I'll slide this back, and we're just going to prep these for the fridge. So we have 2. You can see the texture is quite smooth. There's no more lumps and bumps in there. And I'm just going to get this scooped in to 2 dishes. This is quite a bit, so yeah, this will make a decent amount. It almost makes a chocolate mousse texture. It's quite airy. So I think that you'll like that. I did taste a little bit earlier just before I added the additional almond milk, and it is definitely sweet enough. So we'll get these all in, and then we'll add some toppings, show you some options. Okay, so we've got them in the jars. They're nice. You'll see they're quite thick. So they do have quite a nice texture. So the few things, you can add anything really that you want to it. I like a few chocolate chips. I put some of these Lily's chocolate chips in, which are sweetened with stevia. So they are keto friendly. And I'll put about half and half on there. Okay, so we're going to add those in. I like to add some hazelnuts, which is one of my favorites. So we're going to add some hazelnuts on both of them. You can do anything. You could add in Nutella if you like, put raspberries, anything. I mean, lots of things go with chocolate, so you can basically put on whatever you like. I just like the crunch of the nuts. And if you want to add some whipped cream or some chocolate syrup, you could add that as well. Caramel syrup, really, anything goes. It's all about what you like, and I'll throw that last little bit of coconut in so we don't waste it. So this is your creamy chocolate chia pudding. Make it for the kids, make it for yourself. Taste along the way, as I always say, as you want to make sure that sweetness is enough for you. I don't like it overly sweet, a little bit, but not too much. So if you want more, add it. If not, you're good with that. So here we go with our 3 chia seed puddings. Again, these will last in the fridge 3 to 4 days. So enjoy. Let me know if you make some, how it turns out, and what kind of toppings you figured out for yourself. You have a great day. Please like this page and subscribe and share with your friends. And tomorrow, or maybe later today, I might be back with something else. Take care, and we'll see you soon.